Adaeze does not sleep. She keeps the lights off, but her mind fully on, cataloging every sound the apartment makes, the mechanical breath of the heating system, the distant hum of the canal city outside, footsteps 2 floors above. At 3 a.m., she hears something else, not from above, from the hallway just outside her door. A sound like deliberate stillness, the specific quiet of a person who has stopped moving and is standing very still. She has lived with Chike long enough to know the difference between a house settling and a human presence. She counts 60 seconds. The sound resolves into retreating footsteps. A door closes somewhere deeper in the apartment, a door she did not see when Leon showed her around, which means there are parts of this apartment she has not been shown. She files that. She does not move. Morning arrives with Holland's particular grey precision. Leon makes breakfast in his kitchen. There is something too practiced about his hospitality. The eggs are exactly right. The coffee is exactly her preferred strength, even though she did not tell him her preference. "You seem like someone who takes coffee seriously," he says when she notices. She smiles. "You're observant." He says, "Researchers have to be." They eat. He talks about the marine project, knowledgeably, plausibly, with the right terminology. The project exists. She confirmed that before leaving Nigeria. The EU Environment Fund is real. Her name is on a contributor list. But contributor lists can be amended. Invitation letters can be fabricated. She knows this because she once had to authenticate a grant document at work and learned exactly how simple forgery is when the right letterhead is available. She asks to see the project office. "Of course," he says. "Monday. They don't keep weekend hours. You should rest first." She nods. He suggests she spend the day in the apartment recovering from the journey. "The jet lag will hit this afternoon. Trust me. It is a 7-hour flight. The time difference is 1 hour. She does not have jet lag." She says she will rest and thanks him for breakfast. The moment he leaves the kitchen, Adaeze begins to move. Not frantically, methodically. She is running an experiment, forming a hypothesis, gathering data. She tests the front door first. From inside, the 3 locks require a key, a different one for each. The keys are not on the hook beside the door. They are not on the counter. She searches the kitchen drawers while Leon is in the shower and finds nothing. She marks the apartment: living room, kitchen, her bedroom, a bathroom, Leon's bedroom, door closed, and then at the far end of the hallway, behind a narrow door that looks like it opens to a utility closet, a 4th room. The door is locked with a padlock. She does not touch it. She stands there for exactly 3 seconds, then walks back to her bedroom calmly. Leon tells her he has a colleague coming by in the afternoon. She should feel free to rest. The colleague is a compact, precise man named Tobias Reinhardt. He is introduced as a data analyst on the project research. He shakes Adaze's hand correctly, professional, brief. He looks at her once with an expression she cannot read, then looks away too quickly. She files that too. Tobias and Leon speak in Dutch in the kitchen. Adaeze does not speak Dutch, but she notes the register, not collegial, something with an edge to it. And at one point, Tobias uses the English phrase, "not again," before switching back, and then there is a specific silence that she feels rather than hears. When Tobias leaves, he does not say goodbye to her directly. He says goodbye to the room. His eyes, for just a fraction of a second, meet hers. The expression is unmistakable. It is pity. That evening, Leon opens a bottle of wine. He is relaxed, performatively relaxed, the way people are when they are managing something. He asks her about Nigeria, her family, whether Chike knows she has left for good or still believes the seminar story. She keeps her answers light, non-committal. She's buying time and gathering information. "You can stay here as long as you need," he says. "The project housing arrangement takes a few weeks to process." She nods. "And the project office, Monday still?" Monday, he confirms, I'll take you myself. That night, when the apartment goes quiet, Adaeze removes a pin from her toiletry bag. She is not MacGyver. She has never picked a lock in her life, but she is a scientist who once spent a semester in a university lab where the equipment room padlock broke and was replaced with a model she now recognizes because she spent 4 hours watching a technician attempt to open it while the department sourced a replacement key. She knows the mechanism. She walks the padlock for 40 minutes, lying on the cold floor of the hallway with her ear against the door, cataloging every small click. At 1:17 a.m., it opens. The room is not a utility closet. It's a study, or it was. Now it's something else. There is a desk, old files, a cabinet with a broken lock, and along the far wall, stacked in a way that suggests they were hurriedly arranged, are possessions. A winter coat, a pair of running shoes, a canvas bag with a Danish university logo, and a journal with a pink cover. Adaeze does not touch the journal immediately. She scans the room, documents on the desk, in Dutch, a contract, names she cannot read quickly in the dark, a photograph face down. She turns the photograph over. It shows Leon, approximately 2 years younger, standing beside a woman, early 30s, dark hair, smiling with the particular brightness of someone who does not yet know what she is smiling into. There is a date written on the back in ballpoint pen, and a single word also in English, which she does not understand immediately. The word is restricted. She opens the journal. The handwriting inside is in English, European, educated. The first entry is dated 14 months ago. Day 4. He took my phone today. He said it was for repairs, but he also took my charger, and the spare he offered me has a different socket. I don't know if I'm being paranoid. I need to write things down. If anything happens to me, if you are reading this, my name is Miriam Lassen. I am 31 years old. I'm from Copenhagen, and I came here because someone I believed. Adaeze sits on the floor of that room with the journal in her hands, and for a long moment she cannot breathe. She reads further. Day 11. He says the project contract is almost finalized. He says I'll have access to my professional accounts again soon. He says a lot of things, but I've started noticing things I can't explain. This room, my key doesn't open it. My room key only opens my room. The front door needs his code now. It changed 2 days ago. He said it was a security upgrade for the building. Day 26. There is someone else in this apartment. I heard a voice, female, speaking Dutch. She left quickly. Leon didn't mention her. I don't know what that means. Day 31. If you find this, whoever you are, don't wait. Don't try to understand it first. Don't give him the chance to explain. Run. He is very good. He will have a reason for everything. The reasons will sound logical. They will make you feel like you are the one being unreasonable. Do not let him explain. Just go. Miriam. There are no entries after day 31. Adaeze closes the journal. She places it exactly where she found it. She refits the padlock. She walks back to her room and sits on the edge of the bed and does what any good scientist does after a discovery that challenges every prior assumption. She thinks. She does not panic. Panic is a luxury she cannot afford. She knows 3 things now. 1. A woman named Miriam Lassen was in this apartment 14 months ago and did not leave the way she expected to. 2. Leon Woss has done this before. And 3. She has no phone he doesn't know about, no key to the door, and no confirmed ally. She has one possible asset, Tobias Reinhardt, his expression when he left, the 2 English words spoken under his breath. And she has her own mind, the one thing Chike never managed to fully confiscate. Outside, Amsterdam moves quietly through its night. The canals hold their cold, beautiful secrets, and Adaeze Nmachi, who has spent 4 years becoming invisible, allows herself to become invisible one more time. But this time, invisibility is a weapon.